today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Block now on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lock. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Lock to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now Lock again. No escape from Lock, and he'll go down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has
a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
1st and 10, Taylor now. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Wilson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Now a handoff for Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game. And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line? Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other. On 1st down, Locke. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Block now to throw. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Locke going to throw. He'll find Bateman once more. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A handoff for Etienne. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Locke working out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Throwing now is Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Travis Etienne. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. There's Wilson to throw. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Wilson will throw again. Open man right side is Tony. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Tony. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Gurley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Wilson. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on third and inches. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So we've come upon halftime here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down and goal. Locke. Touchdown. It's complete. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the... He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Gurley. And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get old.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a give, this is McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Wilson. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another carry now for Gurley. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jerick McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now out comes Houston. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And this is caught by Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or up.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Locke. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant, and he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They look to throw. It's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Lutz puts this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. McKenna. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll look to pick it up with McKenna. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Now it's Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal. You could go for it. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Throwing now is Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Tony. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with McKinnon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers,